All right, so I'm back here with the Chessnut EVO, and I think that the Chessnut Chess Vision technology needs a little bit more further explanation of just how useful it is, just how powerful it is, and just basically what it is. Maybe somebody haven't quite heard of it just yet. But before we do that, let me cut the screen back on. We're just going to go through some quality of life improvements just to show you a few things that they've done to the menu system here and what you can expect when you get your board. So now, as you see here, there's this drop down menu up here. So if you click this and go to, say, chessboard settings, if you go to the chessboard settings, there's they've made it so like everything is sort of compacted right here. You can check for updates. You can change the LEDs for different pieces. I have not explored that just yet. You can turn on and off other attributes of the board. And when you're playing over the board, you can choose, say, auto clocking and clock match. Basically, that means that when you make a move, it automatically stops your clock for you and starts your opponent clock versus you having to actually click it to stop. So, and then the limbo delay is basically if you want to like slide pieces across the board. So maybe some people slide pieces slower than others, for example, and they've taken, they might need a longer limbo. Seems to me that the default seems to be fairly okay. I mean, I don't slide like long slides, but I do slide a little bit when I play on it. And there you have it. So that's generally, just showing you this menu here. In the app screen here, it's now, instead of having pre-installed apps, you can install the apps APK Pure. That's like a alternative app store to the Google Play Store, and you can install several apps. You can see I've installed Chess Dojo, Droidfish, more on that in a minute, Twitch, White Pawn. You've already seen White Pawn in action, and you can probably install other apps as well, just depending on what it is and how useful it could be to you. Now, this little button down here in the corner right here, where you see this little I guess chessboard graphic with the little squares on each corner. This is to toggle off, on and off Chess Vision. If I want to turn it off, you see right here that it's activated here. If I click this, that goes away. That means the Chess Vision now is off. And you want to turn it back on, you just simply click it and it turns itself back on. So again, I haven't necessarily seen a use case for that just yet, but I'm sure that basically, again, it's an option. If you just want to turn it off or turn it on, it's totally up to you, and you definitely can do that. And so, and as I said in the previous video, any more options you have actually makes it a much more pleasurable experience. You can tell it to your unique self. As far as I haven't gotten to like the engines again just yet. That's going to be something that's going to be coming forth, training and that sort of thing there, and other different things here. I haven't really got back into that. Analysis is what it is. I guess you load a game up and you can analyze that game. And but overall, they have made things a little bit more tidied up. They've changed the graphics here a little bit on these place cards here, and they have implemented where you can just use apps pretty much almost at your free will. Now, so let's go straight into the apps here. So what I want to talk about again is this Chess Vision technology. As you can see, I downloaded Droidfish. This is just a third-party chess playing program. I'm sure they have not, programmed itself to work with this board, and this board is not necessarily programmed itself to work specifically with Droidfish. But again, Chess Vision technology allows this board basically to detect when you have an interactable chessboard on the screen. And let's go ahead and start a new game here. I'm gonna play as black here. And say, for example, you see, if I come here on the screen, if I say make a move with my finger, it's the same, thing as, let me put this back here. It's the same thing as Chess Vision, just making a move. When I say move this pawn here, it's basically tapping that pawn and moving it. So for example, he moved here. I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna illustrate that again. Let me just move pawn to B5, and he moves it. Stockfish takes, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I'm just make a funny move here. I'm just going to move my knight out just so it can be captured. As you can see, I move my knight out to a6, and Stockfish takes it. However, Chess Vision detected that I moved the knight and basically sort of swiped that piece and moved it on the board. So that means that this thing is super duper powerful. So say if a programmer made a very popular app, all of a sudden a chess app that had an interactive chessboard within it, you could use it with this board. All you have to do is download it and install it. That's why, again, it works with Droidfairs, it works with Chess Dojo, it works with White Pawn, and probably many more apps. Like even you can download chess.com and Lichess app if you wanted to. I mean, but I think I don't know if they have the website, you know, embedded in the board, or is it the actual app embedded in the board. But either way, whatever interactive board is on the screen, you can interact with it with this unit here, just that simple, just like that. So with that said, I just wanted to just talk about that a little bit, and also just show off. Let me pick that back up here, just to show off like what bit more is coming with this board. And so that's pretty much it. If you've ordered this board, trust me, I think you will be super excited to have it. And I can only see that, again, this product here is pre-release hardware and pre-release software. So my suspicion is that it's only going to, by the time it actually reaches the public, it might even have more features. It might be better than what I have, because again, this hardware, the outward hardware appearance is going to be the same, but I think a lot of internal stuff and a lot of stuff, like for example, you may have a removable battery and some other stuff that may be added. So again, what you see that I have here is fairly representative of what you'll get, but I don't think it ultimately is going to be. I think what you're going to actually get from the retail version would be a lot better. So anyway, comments, concerns, questions, put them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them, like as always, and I'll see you in the next one.